This is the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We're broadcasting live from Ball High School in Galveston, Texas. I'm joined by Mr. Dudas. Mr. Dudas, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Welcome to the Studio Dreams, the Tornation Productions.
Let me know a little bit about this place. What's up with the name as well?
Well, we tried to have a catchy name when we first began, and we called it the Studio Dreams. It was just actually that idea was Gina Spagnola, our friend from the Galveston Regional Chamber of Commerce. So the year that the Astros were in the World Series, that's all everyone, of course, talked about and everything. So she had Gabriel Prusmack as a guest on her weekly show, which she does here in the studio, and she goes, would it be cool, like in the little coffee area right over there, for him to do a little mural? And I said, great. So he came in 30 minutes. We had it on camera with his spray cans, and like I was saying earlier, to have that idea and be able to produce it, from your head to your hands and through spray cans in 30 minutes. That beautiful little mural he did.
Yeah, and he's local from Galveston, Texas. Went to Ball High School as well. Y'all have a lot of really talented students. We had the opportunity to talk to some of them on the football team and some of them in other programs here as well. What kind of students come through here and work in the studio as well?
Just your average mainstream student. So I have, of course, students that I actually have in class, but the kids that when I form the team, they usually bring their friends who are not students of mine. And kids are funny, especially like in this type of program. They'll bring kids that they know that are workers. They're not going to bring someone who's a slacker or who wants to be a part of this just to jump on the bandwagon. So the kids tend to be pretty protective and make good referrals. So I've been able to kind of spread out and do even more by just attracting other kids who, hey, I want to be a part of this. What do you need or whatever? And the rest is history.
I saw a picture that you shared on social media the other day, and walking through this studio, I saw these computers. I mean, do the students even realize what they have, at their fingertips here?
Oh yeah, especially now. Most of the kids are now so techno savvy. They know their computers and their technology. When this is my 9th year here at Ball. So when I was hired 8 years ago, it was to start the media program here, and it was under a magnet grant. And so with the grant, they were able to buy iMacs. So we bought 32 iMacs, and so that was 8 years ago. Well, technology has changed in 8 years, and those were workhorses and did well. But if you think about in the last couple of years, everything is really stored where? In the cloud. Like our Adobe software suite, which we use, we pull it down from the cloud. Microsoft 365. Well, the processors on a computer that's really 9 years ago, because they bought them, they were probably already a year old, could not keep up with pulling everything down from the cloud. So we had just about used them up, the computers, to their best of their ability. So I was lucky enough for the district to buy a whole new computer lab. So we have Apple Studios attached to every monitor in the room. And so it's probably close to $100,000 that they came up with. And if those will last another 8 years like the other one did, hey, we'll be living the good life.
What kind of goals do you have for the program here as it goes on to the future?
Keep expanding. Last year we added photography to the program. Photography had gone away as a class here at Ball High. It's one of those things when the teacher, like the photography teacher, left, so went the program. And so last year we brought it back just kind of as a pilot to see if it would work the interest. So we were able to fill one class. Well, it went really well. Kids were seen all over town, the sports events, what have you, taking pictures. So this year I've gone from one photography class to 4. And so I'm busy all day long. So I have more photography kids than I could ever dream of. And they're still adding them every day. This is first week of school and schedules change. And so I'm, busting at the seams with photography kids.
I want to ask you, what do you think about the game that's going to take place tonight? The Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. It's the Lamar Cougars versus the Galveston Tornadoes. Who's going to win?
I think it's going to be a close game. I'm going to predict 10-7 Ball. Everyone's predicting Ball to have a good year. And, it's honoring Central High School night, so it's kind of a historic night. And also, I can say it's going to be a historic season at Corville Stadium because it's the last year in Corville as we know it. Because at the end of the school year or end of the football season, they're going to basically tear everything down and rebuild it so it'll be ready for next year. new turf, new stands, new locker rooms, new concession stand, bring it to the 21st century. Media room, new school board, that was all due to the generosity of the community of approving the bond, which, we're going to have a new Ball High, which will hopefully open in about 3 years.
I want to thank you so much for allowing us to use your beautiful studio, and I appreciate you and your time.